Everything you've been chasing for happiness can vanish. Your job, your health, the people you love. One twist of fate, and it's gone. But the Stoics discovered an unbreakable way of living. Stay with me, because once you see it, you'll never see life the same way again. Since we were children, we were sold a map. Study hard, work hard, earn more, buy more, then you'll be happy. And so we chase. Years disappear, and maybe you reach the top of that hill, only to find another hill waiting. Does this sound familiar? You buy the car you dreamed of, and a month later you're already thinking of the next one. Psychologists call it the hedonic treadmill, running and running but staying in the same place emotionally. The Stoics saw this over 2,000 years ago. They warned, you will never find joy if you keep looking for it where it doesn't live. Ask yourself, are you truly living? Or are you just following someone else's map? So where does true joy live? Not in the hands of fortune, not in the opinions of strangers, not in things that time will eventually take. It lives here, in the way you see the world, in the way you respond to it, in the discipline of your thoughts. Epictetus, once a slave, said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Think about that. You can be in chains physically and still be free inside. Or you can be rich, powerful, and successful and still be a prisoner of your desires. The day you stop depending on life to make you happy is the day you start being unshakable. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth. Every pleasure, every luxury, every victory was within his reach. And yet, in his personal journal Meditations, he didn't write about chasing pleasure. He wrote about self-control, humility, and perspective. Why? Because he understood the dangerous truth. If joy comes from outside, the outside can destroy it. So he built his joy from the inside, through gratitude, perspective, and self-mastery. Even during a plague that killed millions, even while betrayed by friends, even while facing constant wars, he still wrote about finding reasons to be at peace. That's not weakness, that's trained mental strength. Here's the paradox. True joy isn't proven when life is good. It's proven when life hurts. When you lose your job, when someone you love walks away, when the doctor calls with bad news, that's when most people break. But the Stoic sees pain as the weight that strengthens the muscle. They don't ask, why me? They ask, how can I use this? Seneca lost his only son. His grief was real, but he refused to let it poison the rest of his life. Instead, he wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." The Stoic way doesn't erase pain, it transforms it. From Seneca to Marcus, the recipe for unshakable joy was the same. Virtue. Live by your principles, no matter what. Wisdom. See life as it is, not as you wish it to be. Gratitude. Want less, appreciate more. Combine these and something strange happens. You start feeling joy even without the things you thought you needed. Because joy stops being a reward for getting what you want and becomes the reward for being who you want to be. Most people treat joy like a paycheck. Do the work, earn the reward. But what happens when life doesn't pay you? When the promotion doesn't come? When the relationship falls apart? They collapse. Because their joy was never theirs to begin with. The Stoic doesn't wait for life to hand over joy. They create it, daily, through the way they think, speak, and act. Your joy is not something to receive, it's something to practice. One day the world will take everything from you, your possessions, your health, your status. But if you've built your joy on what can't be touched, you'll lose everything, except yourself. And when you still smile in that moment, you'll understand the freedom Marcus Aurelius spoke of. Nothing steals joy faster than comparison. In Marcus's time, people compared wealth, status, and influence, just like today. But here's the trap. The more you compare, the less you see your own life. Seneca warned, "He who is always looking for what others have will never see what he has." The Stoic cure? Measure your life only against your own virtues and growth, never another person's fortune. Because if your joy depends on winning a race you never chose, you've already lost. There's an enemy of joy that's more dangerous than pain. It's comfort. When life feels good enough, you stop growing, you stop questioning, and slowly your mind becomes fragile because it hasn't been tested. The Stoics didn't chase suffering, but they trained in discomfort. Cold baths, early rises, sleeping on the floor. Not to punish themselves, but to remind themselves, I can live with less and still be more. If you can face voluntary discomfort, life's involuntary challenges will never scare you again. The Stoics knew joy wasn't just personal, it was contagious. A calm mind can steady an entire family. A disciplined soul can inspire an entire generation. Think about it. When you face a crisis without breaking, you give others permission to believe they can do the same. Marcus Aurelius didn't just survive his hardships, he turned his resilience into a blueprint for others. Your joy, built on virtue and wisdom, becomes a gift you pass forward. Long after you're gone, your peace can still teach others how to live. The untold truth behind Stoic joy is simple. It's not about laughing all the time. It's about living in such a way that nothing has the power to steal your peace. You stop chasing joy, and it starts following you. Subscribe, and every day I'll help you build a strong mind.